Yes! Well, I've been searching for 2 months and I finally found one. One that's fucking big enough to go into my tanks. The silver arowana. I found one. He's gonna be a foot long. So he's gonna be a mean machine, dude. And so, yeah, that'll be crazy. I can't wait to get an arowana that big. That'll be crazy. Yeah, he'll get a lot bigger in there. He'll get to be like fucking damn near 2 feet. So, yeah, we'll raise him. So, I'm gonna call him Jim Bob. Jim Bob. Yeah. So, either Jim Bob or Cedric. I haven't quite decided if I'm gonna call him Cedric or Jim Bob yet. I don't know. Leave it in the comment section below. What do you think? Jim Bob or Cedric for a big arowana. I can't call him Beast. I wanted to call him Beast, but I already have a dog named fucking Beast that's here. So it's not even my dog. It's just this dog that I'm fucking watching for like the next upteen freaking months until mommy. Now her fucking court date got postponed to like July. So now this lady, you know, that's a part of our family, well, she's getting on the right path now. She did the wrong drugs before in the past. She's learned her lesson, but she's still got to go and serve in jail. So I'm still going to be stuck with this little dog named Beast. So when she gets out, then she'll have her little dog here waiting for her. So he couldn't have had a better house. He loves it here. He's got it made. 80% of the day, you don't even know this dog's even around because he's always sleeping underneath covers and stuff. So, but yeah, this arowana is going to be sweet. It's going to be fucking awesome, dude. I love arowanas. If you don't know what an arowana is, hit silver arowana on your phone, dude.
You ain't getting no arowana.
Yeah, I'm getting arowana. So,
you ain't got no money.
So anyway, we got in major news. Syria told Turkey, get the fuck out of the north. Get the PKK. So, because they're going after the PKK in there, and Turkey is trying to launch an invasion right now in northern freaking Syria, and Syria said, get the fuck out of my country. This is not your country. You don't have no business being in here. So, will Erdogan listen to Bashar al-Assad? I don't know. Good luck trying to get Turkey out of that country, dude. Turkey's always over there, man. They're always trying to fucking around with everybody else, trying to invade everybody else. I just leave the PKK alone, dude. Hey, you may not... People that are on my news channel that live in Turkey don't like the PKK. I think they're a terrorist organization. They're all terrorist organizations out there. So is Turkey. Turkey's a terrorist organization, dude. So, at least the PKK are the ones that have been taking the fight. You know what I mean? The Kurds and stuff like that have been the ones taking the fight to ISIS over there. So, I'd just leave them alone. Let the PKK have their own area in Syria. Just leave the fuckers alone. And all will be better. So... Anyway, in other breaking news, we had 150 rockets strike Israel. Yeah, the Iron Dome got a few dozen of them, but a few did come down, and there are reports of casualties in Israel, and many people are missing limbs this morning because the rockets landed right on houses, right on schools. It's not good. So Israel responded back and they beat the shit out of fucking Hamas targets. They fucking pounded the one tunnel system was pounded. Command and control center was taken out. 2 command and control centers. And then a few observation Hamas points. It's like they even have any left. So it's like every other day Israel's in there bombing the shit out of them. So this is not a new news story. Israel bombs the shit out of Hamas. Yeah, exactly. Every fucking day Hamas is always sending over some kind of balloon bomb or whatnot at Israel, and the Iron Dome system has to shoot these motherfuckers out of the sky. It's just crazy. So, anyway, I don't know. It's good business for the Iron Dome. We keep supplying them with missiles, right? Good for American business, yeah, so... It is what it is. These assholes just think it's a good idea to lob missiles. And they launch a missile, and then there you go. They scream, God is great, or whatever the hell they're screaming, and they launch their missiles, and then in the end, Israel comes back and pounds the shit out of them. So there's a lot of fatalities on the Hamas side, and there's fatalities on the Israeli side today. Sorry to report that, but you know what? The Iron Dome can only shoot down so many. You know, they fired over 150 rockets. 150 rockets. That's a lot of fucking rockets, dude. Think about that, man. Thinking about just sitting back and watching the birds chirp in the morning, sitting there having a coffee and watching the Iron Dome shooting down rocket after rocket after rocket after rocket. And then having some splashing down in your town and hearing the explosions, you know what I mean? It's just fucking crazy in Israel, dude. As far as Venezuela is concerned, Maduro refuses to step down. Trump said all options are on the table. Trump and Putin sat down for over an hour last night discussing what they're going to do in regards to Venezuela. They want to find a way to get the water and the food down to the people, because the last time they tried to do that, Maduro took all the food and water for his own army. And then whatever they didn't use, he put it on the street corner for people to try to sell it, but he made it so that it takes 3 months to acquire the wages to feed your family for one meal that he set out. So, yeah, that was pretty much worthless. So hopefully Putin can get on the phone with Maduro today and try to see if he can work some kind of deal out to get the food aid down there. If not, your fucking days are pretty much numbered, Maduro. You know, the USS Eisenhower and the USS Roosevelt are down there right now. 2 aircraft carrier groups right off your coast right now. Dude, just let the goddamn food in and step down and be done with it. So it's either that or Trump's just going to fucking pound the shit out of you. And if these 2 world leaders were talking about how to create world peace there by removing your ass, I bet you Putin would probably stand aside and let American bombers just blow your capital. Unless you got Russian Spetsnaz and high-ranking officials in that capital. You might want to get those high-ranking officials out. Because somehow I'm feeling Trump is not going to sit back much longer. I think he's about had it. I think Pompeo's had it. I think Bolton's had it. They've had it up to here, and this motherfucker doesn't want to stand down. Well, they're gonna either have to eradicate him, or they're gonna have to go in there and do a nab and grab and get him out of there. Well, he's giving a speech, or he's having a fucking blowjob in his whitey tighties, whatever he's doing. We got to get this motherfucker. We got to get him out. He cannot be running this country anymore. So it's all over the news how these people are eating cats and dogs and damn near almost each other now. It's almost fucking cannibalistic down there in Venezuela, dude. There ain't nothing. So if you live in Venezuela and you have a lot of cats and dogs, well, you used to have a lot of cats and dogs, because them cats and dogs have been eaten by about now. So people are starving to death, and they are going to do whatever they can do to keep their families safe and alive. If it means getting medieval on them, they'll get medieval. So, you know, I just wish it was I wish it was somebody chosen by the people instead of this Guaido, you know, this fucking American puppet that we want to go in there. I wish it was somebody that they wanted to go in there. Because if they had somebody that they wanted to go in there instead of Maduro, I guarantee you, then they would really have the fucking say of the people. They would really have the might of the Venezuelan people. And I'll tell you, they'd attack him by the millions, dude, if they actually had somebody that they wanted in the government. You know, this Guaido character that Bolton's got set up in place. Yeah, some people down in Venezuela think he's a good guy, but, you know, he doesn't have the overwhelming majority, that's for sure, because they all know he's a fucking American puppet, and they don't like America. They're not a big fan of America. Can you blame them? We're the ones that keep blowing out their power and sanctioning their country, making it even worse. Can you blame them? They fucking hate our guts. We're the one that shot Champ Missile at them and blew out their power last time they got it on. So, I don't know. It's crazy. We're going to find out what happens, but as of right now, it's not looking so good for Maduro, and it's not looking so good for Israel. So, God bless y'all down there in Israel. I'm sorry about all the rockets being fired at you. That sucks, dude. Goddamn Hamas. You know, I say it and I say it and I say it. Why can't they just stay at home with their little rockets? No, they always have to do the Great March. They always have to launch balloon bombs, and they always have to launch fucking rockets at Israel. And in the end, Israel just responds back and just blows the living shit out of them, and they never fucking learn. It's like talking to a fucking child, dude. You know what I mean? It's like talking to like a half retarded, half autistic fucking kid. You sit there and stare at you. Huh? They don't fucking listen to you. You sit there and tell them over and over and over again, do not attack Israel. And they don't ever listen. They're stupid. Well, anyway, they got their asses whooped again by Israel again. So, it is what it is. All right, love y'all.